And we are live. Okay, we're in. We're here. Welcome. I overslept, so I missed, well, I watched the first half, but needed to get ready. Didn't have any thumbnails or anything ready. The, FPS seems to be really low on this, but it's probably gonna have to do for the moment. But yeah, currently it is a pretty tight tussle, probably closer than it should be, against a team in the Pistons who have only won 4 of their 25 games this season. Kevin Durant's been really good. We'll have a look at the box score at the half, because I myself am not too familiar with how the spread of scoring is right now. As I said, I overslept because I was watching the GP and then the soccer in the morning. And probably regret trying to wake up for the EPL, because that's meant I've overslept here. And I woke up when I needed to. I just gave myself 5 more minutes of sleep and I ended up oversleeping. So, yeah. Hello, Adriana. Welcome to you and Johan. Pretty sure I've said your name right. It'd be pretty difficult to botch that name, so yeah, welcome. Hope you're enjoying your day. That's if you haven't left already. Jamaica repping for Brooklyn. Damn, Jamaica. I don't know. I wonder what the temperature is over there. I'm always fascinated when people are watching from other countries where or what the temperature's like in wherever the hell you are. Well, in Jamaica, apparently it's 79 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty much how hot it is over here. So take it for what you will. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, lads. We have a 51-50 lead at the moment. James Harden's out for this one. Paul Millsap is out for this one. Who else is out? For the Pistons, Jeremy Grant is out as well. So some scoring is definitely being missed out upon tonight. But there's still some good names in this team. Obviously, hard win the other night against the Hawks. You know, pretty much went with us the whole way, every step of the way. As let's start commentating this one. Magruder scores a nice little floater over KD. There's 2 minutes left in the second quarter, and it is tied at 52. After we had a little bit of breathing room for a bit there. KD with a nice little 2-pointer from about 10 feet out. So KD, I think, as far as, you know, what I've seen so far, KD has been pretty much the saving grace for our Nets offense at the moment. Defense hasn't been too bad, but it's sort of slowed down a little this quarter, which isn't ideal. You don't really like to see that, but Killian Hayes was fouled inside, so he's going to be shooting a couple. I believe Cam Thomas with the foul? No. Maybe not. So yeah, 54-52, 1:45 to play. Killian Hayes at the free throw line. First one is, well, it rattles out. So Detroit, for a team that really lacks offense at times, they probably want to be taking these easy opportunities, and well, with a young team, it's going to be more difficult. More, you know, easier said than done, but yeah, hasn't really happened for them there. I mean, they made 1 or 2. Cade Cunningham with some good defense before Patty Mills even entered the half court, and now Clax Feeds KD, who gets away from Sadiq Bey. Mills in the corner, does not hesitate on the three. Wait, hang on. There we go. Bang, bang, bang. And it's 57-53. I like that, Paddy. I think he's shot a lot of threes tonight. I mean, the other game against Houston, he just couldn't get his three-point shot going for his life. And that would have been one of the contributing factors as to why we lost that game. But fair play to him for hitting a couple threes today. Cade Cunningham at the top of the key. That bounce was a bit bullshit, but it goes down. Cunningham hasn't been great efficiency-wise this season, but he's knocked that one down. Done the Pistons faithful very proud. KD switch, and Stewart's on him now. Pass to Johnson, behind the back. Paddy in the corner. Nope. And Cunningham will hold the ball. Paddy Mills. Oh my god, how have you allowed him to shoot the three? I mean, I think it was Killian Hayes, who isn't a good three-point shooter, but nonetheless. KD gets past the defender. Misses. Clacks with the follow. Nope. And then Detroit somehow managed to lose the ball out of bounds. Don't even ask me how. We've got one possession left in the quarter. I mean, Detroit would have been able to hold for one, but instead they turn it over. And it will be our ball from the side out. So, good stuff. How much points does KD have? We will have a cheeky look at it. We'll have a little cheeky look. Yeah, at halftime. KD. Aldridge. Screen set. Paddy. 16 seconds. KD in the post. Paddy. Passes it back to KD. Back to Paddy. Back to KD. Back to Paddy. Shoots the three. Yes! Oh my god, that is some bullshit. Neither of them wanted the shot, and then Paddy was like, stuff this. Seriously, stuff this. KD, you don't want it? I will shoot that shit myself. It looks like we have a foul on the floor, and Detroit are in the bonus, so they'll be heading to the line for 2. And it'll leave us a bit of time to work with. 3.5 seconds to be exact. And Cade Cunningham's free throw misses. Yeah, we will be having a look at the box score at the half. So, not too far away. 3 seconds to play. Cade, conversion. And he makes one. It's a 3-point game. Cam, 2, 1. Oh. Never looked like going in. But he did well to find a bit of open space. It is 60-57 at the half. And let's have a look. What does Bed-Stuy stand for on the Nets jerseys? This is like from 2 seasons ago. And I believe it's a district in the city of New York. Let me just search it up real quick. Yeah. It's it's a neighborhood. And if I look on Wikipedia, it is a center of African American culture since the early 20th century. So I think this was their city uniform a couple seasons ago when they had those white ones. But yeah, the neighborhood's called Bedford Stuyvesant. Stuyvesant, I believe. That's how you pronounce it. Although don't take my word for it because I probably butchered it. So yeah, that's relatively old. Anyway, let's have a look at the box score real quick. Okay, let's just get the little interact feature going here. Okay, so KD has been carrying our ass. He's got 22, and he hasn't shot the ball as well as he probably could have. But you take 22 points from your number one every day of the week. And that's in 18 minutes, and he's a plus 13. So it's very clear the bench is dragging us down. Paddy's next in line. He's got 14. He's hit 4 of 9 from 3, which is, I mean, that is a brilliant game by him so far. And if he can keep that going, I think it's going to go a long way to us winning. Um, as I said, we had difficulties scoring the ball when it was just James Harden, because he was the primary ball handler. But with KD, he gets to that same spot every time, and he's pretty hard to stop. It's pretty hard to stop him from getting there, and then once he gets there, you've got no hope in stopping him from scoring the two. It really comes down to him just having an error on his part. And then you got Aldridge, who's hit. Well, he's 4 of 8 from the field, so he hasn't been too nuts. But he's gotten to the line as well. We've got 13 of 15 from the line, which is, considerably better than our first half last game, where we only had 1 free throw. And our 3-pointers have been well up in comparison to games in the past. I only hit 6 threes the other night, and we've already got 7. Shooting the ball, though, we're a bit off. So the bench needs to get going. 5 bench points out of a possible 60 is just not going to do it. But then you look at the Pistons, who... How many more shots do they have? We have 6 less shots. Or 6 more shots, which is good. They've hit 1 extra 3, and they've gone to the line less. And it really helps us out if they're not shooting that free throw well. Let me see if that's all in frame. That's good enough. But yeah, as you can see, Cade Cunningham's been awesome. 16 points. And then you got Frank Jackson off the bench with 14. He always seems to have a good game against us. But apart from that, some people will probably have to pick up the slack because it's really the bench doing the job. The starting lineup has not been great, so say what you will. Look at the plus minus on the bench, So, yeah, if we look at rebounding numbers, it's 25-24. We've got 6 offensive boards, 9 turnovers to 6. So we're doing well to force turnovers there. But still, I think we've got to get our shooting percentages up because, yeah. And our defense needs to pick up a little more. 57 of the Pistons. The other day we gave up like 70 to Houston, and that is just bullshit. What? My volume's a bit low. Okay, I'll knock it up a little bit. All right. We'll put it there. There we go. That should be okay. I don't want to get too loud because if this game gets really close, then I'm literally going to go ballistic and probably blast your eardrums in the process. So just for your sake, but I hope that's a little bit better. So yeah, that's the current situation. Thanks for letting me know on the volume, by the way. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, let me get back to the normal overlay. Why am I so laggy, bro? Do I need to lower the thing? Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's it. I just needed to lower the lighting a little bit. Which isn't the best, but you know what? You got to sacrifice some things. You got to risk it for the biscuit, and we're doing that. Around the grounds, nothing too much is going on today. I'm not really going to cap. Let's have a look. Have a little cheeky gander. See what's going on. Yeah, Milwaukee beat the Knicks earlier on, but apart from that, there's not really too much else going on in the NBA today, which is a bit of a shame because I wanted to see what was going on. Rodney Hood didn't miss a shot off the bench. Giannis, 20 and 11, that's not bad. 27 of Quentin Grimes. So that's the Knicks rookie, and he's top scored. Who else is there? Randall scored 8 points in 35 minutes. What? What has happened to their starting lineup? That is weird. Obviously, they've just pulled the pin on Kemba Walker. Fair enough. let's just have a little look at the Brooklyn Nets Twitter, because that is usually a primary source of entertainment. Yeah, so as mentioned, Aldridge, Mills, and your boy KD doing good. That first 5 minutes of the second quarter summarized this whole team. Can't do shit without KD. Agreed. That's the problem, though. You rest James Harden, and KD's got to do pretty much all the work. And if he goes to the bench, you got no spacing because, well, there's not really one reliable shooter out there. That's what we really need, one reliable shooter, but it's really not happening with the assets we've got. You know, we'd have to trade one of our young players to get someone in, and I'd rather not. I think we have the team to do it, but we just have to rely on the chemistry of not the chemistry, the health of our big three / big two. And because Kyrie's out, there's a little bit less insurance on that. Because if one of the players go out, you've only got one player in the team now. As opposed to if the big three were playing, if you lose one, you still got two. You know, they still have to put all their, they have to put all their reinforcements. Is that the word? They have to put all their reinforcements towards KD or James Harden. So if it's not one, it'll be the other that catches fire. So yeah. The Knicks are trash at the moment, low key. Julius Randle, bro. I don't know what's going on with that guy. 8 points. Last season, he was getting 30s. So, and he got a contract last season. So, yeah, I guess the Knicks will probably be wishing they didn't do that. But yeah, look, I think focus-wise in the second half, how many minutes did Clax get? 7. That is unacceptable, bro. What is Claxton doing getting only 7 minutes of action? I understand Aldridge with the 17, but I'd rather give all of Blake Griffin's minutes to Clax. Look at that. 9 minutes to Blake and 7 to Clax. Come on now. Clax is a +2. Griffin's a -10 in 9 minutes. How on earth have you really delegated the minutes? Steve Nash is just really questionable, though. Like, didn't play Claxton until, like, the last quarter. Like, a switch flicked inside of him. And, it was like, oh, yeah, screw it. Let me play Nick Claxton. And guess what? Well, it bloody worked. And it should have happened way, way, way earlier. Way earlier. He just butchers... Yeah, he just botches the rotations every single time. And he lets it happen for way too long. Leads evaporate. I mean, you can't really have many more excuses at this point because, you know, it's the 27th game of the season. We are a third of the way into the year. And you're still tinkering with lineups. I mean, we've never had a full team to pick from, but you cannot... That's inexcusable for, you know, a coach that is... I mean, he's coaching a contender. He can't be stuffing around with lineups at this point of the season. I know it's way too early to say something like that, and we're 18 of 8 as well. Like, it's not like we're in a bit of a crisis, but in saying that, like, we can't be, you know... We can't continuously have this lack of continuity going for us, so... Look, here's hoping we can just, you know, pick it up a little bit. I don't know when the second half is starting, by the way. I'm getting real impatient. So, yeah. I'm just trying to check out. Okay. Okay. In other news, though, Max Verstappen wins the F1. If you care about F1, that's bloody insane considering the whole scenario. I will be doing a video on that, actually. First game or first race I watched in full, and boy was I not disappointed, bro. That was absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I couldn't believe my eyes. You know? I thought Max was going for all money. For all money. And, yeah. Basically, on the team radio, they were like, we need the gods to intervene. And guess what? It happened. Nicholas Latifi is the god. So, yeah. I mean, strange things happen. And I was just holding out for one of those little twists to occur in F1. And guess what? It bloody happened. So, fair bloody play for Max. And what a damn season of F1. I mean, the fact that they were tied on points after 22 races. It's insane. Anyway, it looks like we're about to get back underway. Alrighty. We're about to get going again. Alright. And as per tradition, let's have a listen to what the coaching staff are saying with regards to focus for the second half. Let's have a cheeky listen. We do have some games every second day for the next 2 weeks, all the way up until Christmas. Although I won't be here till Saturday if you're in the US, and Sunday if you're in Australia. So I'll have to try fill the time somehow with a possible video somewhere. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. But yeah, then we'll be doing Denver. We'll be doing... I don't think we'll be doing Washington. We'll be doing Portland, and we'll be doing LA. So we're missing a couple games this week. Obviously, we'll play the Raptors next up, and then we come up against the Sixers, which are going to be 2 good games, but I believe we need to win both of those. Philly obviously coming off a strong win against Golden State. I mean, I don't think people saw that coming, but Steph Curry was held to 2 of 13 from 3, which I think is a testament to how good Thibault is at defense. And Patty Mills tried to get through, and it was a pretty bad, blatant moving screen. So, not a great start to the third quarter. I mean, this is just typical of us, you know. We love to do stuff like this. Concede a turnover in the first 20 seconds and never get an offensive set started from the opening. We have to wait just a little bit longer. Anyway, Hayes on the driving kick. Bay drives baseline, and somehow Isaiah Stewart lost the handle on the dunk, but it still managed to, you know, end up down the bottom of the net, and it's 60-59. KD, one-on-one with Stewart, weaves his way to the hole, and that is pure, man. That is bloody sick, dude. And it looks like Cunningham's going to handle the ball here. Sadiq Bey will be pinged for a foul after he elbowed Patty Mills. Obviously put a little extra sauce on it so the refs did see, but nonetheless, it will be Nets ball. So, a turnover. And Patty Mills has got it right here. KD, obviously with a solid 24 already in this game, will post up on Hayes, who somehow stole the ball. And Diallo the other way makes the easy two. I mean, you got to be better, man. Killian Hayes, I mean, decent defender, but he's got a lot of size over... Or he's giving up a lot of size on Kevin Durant, who hits an absolutely amazing fadeaway. And he's got 26 already. So you really just can sense that it's either going to be Kevin Durant, Patty Mills, or Aldridge who are really scoring the ball. And that makes it easy for the Pistons because they know exactly who they need to watch. Cunningham from 3 has missed that one. Only his second miss from outside. Shooting the ball well from out there. KD one-on-one with Stewart. Beats him for pace and scores another 2. This guy's putting his team on his back. On his back. Already 26 in the game. I mean, you can't take this bloke out. You cannot. We're going to lose the lead. Hayes from the corner did not even hit the rim. And Patty Mills will run it up. Oh, Patty had a little slide there. And Killian Hayes, I don't know what's happened here. He's hurt his wrist. And he's gone straight to the bench. I don't even think the Pistons saw that one coming. So they're going to have to bring someone in nice and quickly. And it'll be Saban Lee who checks in, I think. KD will take it out from the side. And he'll probably get it back. Which he does. Pass to Patty. And then a pass to Aldridge. The 3 main scorers get involved. A travel for Alamay. And, I mean, there was a foul in there somewhere. I mean, surely. Obviously not. And, there was a bit of complaining from the... Wait, was that the Nets bench? No, it wasn't. Okay. I thought it was the Nets bench appealing for something. So I retract my statement. Anyway. Saban Lee up top. Patty Mills doing the guarding. He leaves him wide open for 3 after going under the screen. What are you doing? Patty's got to be better than that. I mean, he offers a lot on offense. Like, he's really important for offense, especially in games like these. But defensively, really compromises it. KD again. Lost the ball again. Lee the other way. Oh. Missed the 2. Diallo with the follow. After the Nets' only recognizable big went up. And contested it. There was no one. Oh, Patty, what are you doing? This is shit. You've got to send... Oh, I mean, that is just poor. The Pistons have the lead back, but we've already had 5 turnovers in the damn third quarter. 4 minutes into the second half. And another one. Are you for real? Call a fucking timeout. That is poor. From a team that has this much NBA experience under their belt, you cannot be turning the ball over like that. What are you doing? Fuck. Absolute shit. Absolute shithousery. Absolutely shit. Oh my god, man. Pretty diabolical. If we look at the box score though, let's just have a cheeky look. Pistons have once again beat us out of the blocks for the second quarter in a row, but go to the box score. You can see Saban Lee has beefed up his stat line just a little bit. They're shooting the ball well. And then you look at our turnover count. And it's at bloody 12. We've had 6 turnovers In 4 minutes of action, not even. KD is carrying our ass. He's got the only 6 points for our team in this quarter. He hasn't missed a shot, though, which is nice. He's turned the ball over twice, though, which is not nice. So even without James Harden, the turnovers are piling up. And in a very poor fashion as well. I think this was the fixture where James Harden just let the ball roll and Sadiq Bey came up from behind and just nabbed it. Because Harden was caught napping. I think we need someone with a bit more... I mean, whatever defensive lineup you roll out, they're not going to do anything against this Pistons team if you're going to be turning the ball over that high up the court. You're just basically asking for transition points with no one under the basket pretty much every possession. If you're going to turn it over like that every possession, you are asking for it. And that is our problem. That is our problem. And it is a very big problem to have at this point in time. So yeah, it needs to be fixed up pretty much ASAP. ASAP. Anyway, it looks like we're about to be back once again. We didn't start too badly, but we're just... I mean, we're falling off a cliff. I think we're up 66-62? This may be a little 8-0 run. And when you look at the fashion in which we've conceded these 8 points, it's pretty diabolical. Johnson. Detroit are guarding all the way up. Johnson, for God's sake, once again, nearly lost the ball again. If you're seriously telling me you have that timeout and then you somehow manage to do exactly what you probably talked about not doing in the timeout 5 seconds after the play starts, then there's something wrong. Here we go again. Turnovers again. Fam, what are we doing? Diallo, got it. Great verticality. No resistance. This is shit. These old farts are turning the ball over every single possession. Every possession. There's no exaggeration. Every possession. This feels like the Minnesota game a couple weeks ago where there were fouls on every possession. Now we're getting turnovers every possession. That was the 7th in the quarter. Oh my... You can't make this shit up. That's another fucking turnover. How many turnovers, lads? KD and Mills were both chilling on the other side of the court, unguarded after the Pistons basically committed to the play and, well, didn't maximize the 5-on-3. We've had 8 turnovers in 5 minutes. How is this possible? Is it really that hard? Easy layup for Saban Lee, who's been on fire this quarter. I mean, we had 6 turnovers the whole first half, and we've gotten 8 in 5 minutes. We haven't missed a shot in the quarter. Patty, 3. Oh my god, he got blocked. And now Diallo the other way. It's a 7-point lead to Detroit, courtesy of them having 8 more shots. Due to us, well, gifting them all 8 of those shots. And, well, the Pistons just turned it over there, so they just want to even it up a little bit. But still, Johnson handling the ball far out. KD gets to the paint, and that was already off the backboard, so he's going to be pinged for goaltending. So KD's already got 30. Yeah, and Sadiq Bey was way too late to that block, so it is going to be a cheeky basket. And now Saban Lee will bring it up. And passes to Cunningham. facilitating the play. Tells Sabanlee to piss off. Oh, KD! Gee. Wonderful recovery. Block Cunningham's mid-range two-pointer attempt after KD got caught on the screen. Well done. Although we couldn't keep the ball in play, so it will still be Pistons ball. 8 seconds to play on the shot clock. 6 minutes left in the third. So a lot of game time to play. Sadiq Bey in the corner. Shoots a 3. That is outrageous. If he hit that, I would have just left. Cam passes to KD and sets the screen for him. Although it was pretty... It might as well have not been a screen. KD one-on-one now with Stewart. Shoots a 3. Bang! Woo! He's got 33, bro. This guy has scored every single point for the Nets in the first half of the quarter. Bay. Lee. Screen. Good defense by Johnson. Stayed with Lee this time. Cunningham. One-on-one. Got past KD. And won? What? Well, Cunningham's playing the game. Probably the best game of his career. Oh, I've got to put the score up. Fucking... Oh, my God. Bro, sorry, man. Sorry, man. I didn't look at my chat. Fuck. My bad, G. My bad. We got it up. It's 77-73. As you will now know. My bad. Cunningham. Missed the and one. Or missed the chance for the 3-point play, should I say. And it is a 4-point game. And the Pistons have now had 2 more shots in the game overall. After having 6 less at halftime, Aldridge fought his way to the rim. Dwayne Casey wanted a bit of a travel, but instead, he's going to be treated with the foul. And it'll be 2 shots for Alamay. So, fairly unlucky. But Aldridge will take 2. Obviously, a long way to go in NBA terms. 17 minutes of action. And that, I believe, was the first points. That was the first points not scored by KD in the quarter. And we've played 7 minutes. Wow. Diallo passed to Cunningham, and Cunningham will bring it up. It's probably Cunningham, but Cunningham just sounds better. David Duke's checked into the game, which is an interesting thought, but he plays better defense than Paddy, so I'd have him on the floor for that reason and that reason only. Oh my God, Sabanlee nearly found his way to the rim. Wide open layup, but blew it. KD. Oh, come on. Sabanlee with like 15,000 steals in 2 minutes. Are you for real? This bloke is playing nuclear. And 1. How on earth has he converted that? I'm sorry, you need to bring Claxton in now. How is Steve Nash letting this happen? How? Sabanlee couldn't hit a simple layup, and then he scores that. I think Claxton's in now. But it's only because Aldridge has his 4th foul. Sabanlee converts the M1. Yes, sir. Sabanlee is 17 off the bench, and he's had 3 steals and a block. This is Sabanlee we're talking about. David Duke handling the ball. Oh, don't, mate. Please. Duke for 3. Oh, my God. He didn't even hit the rim. Johnson. Got it. Well, I'm not sure. KD is still on the floor. I think KD's going to have to play the rest of the way. Obviously, we're playing 4 games this week, so in what is a fairly tight-packed Christmas schedule. Cunningham for 3. Hits that 3. Are you serious, bro? Oh, my God. This is Detroit, lads. Claxton's in the game. Thank God for that. KD, can he respond? Yes, sir. 38. This guy is carrying our ass. I've already said it once, and I'll say it damn again. Jesus, Lee drove to the paint, and if it wasn't for a little touched ball, he would have been going up for another easy layup. So I don't know where the defensive resistance is going to come from here, but Saba and Lee has been carrying their ass with a solid 10 in the quarter, 3 steals. I mean, let's just have a cheeky look at the box score in this quarter. And you can see we've had 15 turnovers in total now. At the half, that number was 6. We've had 9 turnovers in the quarter. Obviously, it's been a little bit more fluent in the last... I mean, how many minutes left in this quarter? 3.5. In the first 4 minutes, we had 8 turnovers. So, that's saying something. But, KD with 38. 38. 38. I'll say that again. 38. And he has scored 16 of the Nets' 20 in the quarter. Johnson has scored 2. Aldridge has scored 2. Apart from those 2, KD scored every single damn point. And look, I just keep giving him the ball. He's shooting it at 13 or 21, so the efficiency is there. He's not like taking the ball every possession and, you know, chucking up bricks. This is Kevin Durant we're talking about. He is turning the ball over. I mean, that coincides with everyone else turning the ball over, but look, I'd rather have it in his hands than freaking James Johnson handling the ball. So I'm gonna take it. I'll take it. Anyway, we go back. 3 and a bit to play. Quarter's done in about 3.5 minutes, which is fairly G. If you're enjoying the stream, drop a like on it. Appreciate your support. Earlier today, the Bucks destroyed the Knicks, who have been playing a pretty shit brand of basketball at the moment. I mean, haven't really watched the game of theirs, but Randall is pretty much a shadow of his former self that got him that pretty huge contract. So the Knicks will probably be regretting that they paid him that much money. Looking at the Brooklyn Nets, we have a winning streak of 24 games when we score 120 points. And we have a winning streak of 25 games in a row when we allow 99 or less. So, yeah. I mean, those stats, you know, speak for itself, really. Yeah, we're a pretty formidable team if we're going to score at least 120. I don't think we're not going to do that today. We also haven't lost 2 games in a row all season. Claxton! What? Bruce, man. Bruce fouled him, but Claxton came up from behind and swatted that shit, bro. Currently, the lineup we're rolling out is KD, Claxton, David Duke, Bruce Brown, and Cam Thomas. So, fairly small wing combination, but fairly small at the shooting guard and the small forward positions. But then, you know, you got KD and Clax. I'd rather have those two play the rest of the way together. Because Aldridge has looked really slow in the last couple games. I mean, they've been exploiting driving to the rim pretty much all game long. KD will bring it up. The lead is 5 for the Pistons, and that is fairly insane given KD has gone bonkers. Clax, how did you miss a layup, Nick? Oh my god, thank fuck you made that. Diallo. And now Saban Lee. who has probably got the Nets killer tag now. And Isaiah Stewart just piffed that ball out of bounds. How is that their ball? Couldn't be any clearer. We're just going to need a defensive performance like last game to win this one. Which is fairly sad considering, you know, we've left them in this game for this long. Lee drives again and Claxton blocks it again. And Saban Lee did not get the shot off. And it's a shot clock violation. That's what Nicholas Claxton does to your defense. He transforms it. Fairly good job by David Duke to hold up the drive, and that allowed Claxton to get over and block the shit out of that. KD passes the Clax. Duke in the corner. He's going to have to hit threes. He's going to have to hit threes in this game if he's going to be on for long, which he hasn't been able to do. He hit his first three, his first attempted three in his career, but since then I think he's missed like 5 in a row. Diallo. Good defense by Duke again. That is a tough shot. That was denied by David Duke. Cam in the corner. Takes a couple steps inside and hits the 2. So that's a good bucket. And now it'll be Lee. Jackson. Defense needed here. Jackson over Claxton. Good defense. Good defense. Box out. Of course you didn't. I mean, we fought well, but Jackson hits a 3. That is fucking bullshit. And that fucking irks me every single time, bro. Of bloody course, you concede a 3. KD again. No. That irks me every time. You fight so hard for the offensive rebound and... oh, no, not again. Okay, well, he didn't hit the 3 that time. He didn't even register with the rim. Oh, my God, Bruce. What are you doing? This is painful, bro. But yeah, we fought well on the glass. But then it just happened to land in the lap of the Pistons. And then, boom. 3-pointer, 4-point lead, possible 5-point swing. Could have had the lead back, but instead, we've got to dig in. Except, oh, that was. I didn't want to really experience that. Frank Jackson 3-pointer. Lucky for us, he missed. Bruce Brown with the floater, lovely. KD is going to have to do a lot of the passing now because, well, he's starting to get blitzed on nearly every single possession. Every time he gets a touch. Lee to Jackson. Got a lot of switchability with this lineup right now. Jackson. That's a tough shot. Oh my God, what? How is it their ball? I mean, this is great defense, by the way. Last couple minutes we've been digging in, but that 3-pointer bailed them out before. Let's not do it again. Clax probably could have tried to steal that, as Lee got the pass lobbed to him from the side out. 1-on-1 with KD now. Oh, no, you've left Jackson for 3. That's it. Fucking shit. Absolutely shit. How can you have a breakdown like that? Patty Mills. 7, 6, 5. Patty. Nope. Bruce. Shoot it. Oh, fuck's sake. It's a 5-point lead to the Pistons. Nasty Sasquatch, welcome to the stream. Sorry I didn't look at the chat, by the way. It's good to have a play-by-play backup. Regular guys don't do every game. Good luck from Rockland County, New York. In the future, thank you. Yeah, it really helps when you're a Nets fan. It does. As I said to someone else the other day, You need that passion. You need that unmatched passion. And even though I tone it down for YouTube, I still have the balance. I like how you flash the stats right there. Yeah, it's a little feature we got going. And we have it right here. Look at this shit, bro. KD is putting this damn team on his back. How do you have 38 and 3/4 and your team is still down 5? Give this man some damn help. Oh, God. I mean, didn't really get at the free throw line in that quarter either. Shooting the ball hasn't been too much of an issue. The problem is we gifted them so many extra looks because we turned the ball over 10 times in that quarter. That is not sustainable. Not at all sustainable. So, we're doing it to ourselves, basically. We're doing it to ourselves. I'd love to see Cam Thomas get an extended run in the last quarter. I'd like to see KD be out there for the full 12 minutes. I don't care. I really don't care if he plays 42 minutes tonight. Because I honestly think we'll lose if we rest him for any more than 3 minutes. The game could easily be gone. It could have easily gotten away from us in 3 minutes. They could have gone on an 11-0 run because the offense is not sustainable without KD. When that man scores 16 of your freaking 20... I'd like to say 24 points in that quarter. That is just... Nah. Nah. Don't give me that. Do not give me that. If we look at the... what's going on in the other end. Look at this cheese, bro. The Pistons had 3 turnovers that quarter, I believe. Saban Lee is 17 off the bench, and Jackson is 22. There is your issue right there. You're giving these players... I mean, they've had 19 minutes and 20 minutes each. And look at the plus-minus on the bench. Cunningham has been really good in the starting lineup, but apart from that, he's been the lone hand there. On top of that, they aren't shooting the ball... Well, they're shooting the ball fairly well, should I say. But look at that. 6 more shots after they had 6 less at the start of the third quarter. So they've gotten a 12-shot gain. How has that happened? Regardless, we're back for the start of the last quarter. And we're going to have to dig in here. Thanks for the subscription, by the way. KD, good block. Good block. And he forces the shot clock violation. Very solid. First defensive possession to get things going here. As mentioned, we did it against the Mavs about a week ago. We need to do it again here. KD. Oh my god, that's a tough shot. Doesn't make it. We'll go to the line though. So yeah, we dug in against the Mavs. We conceded, I reckon, 13 points. We did so against the Hawks, especially in the late game. Held them off after they went on a little bit of a run. So the same is needed here. Obviously, if we're stating the blatant obvious, we need to outscore the Pistons by 6 in this quarter to win the game, which is highly achievable, given the team we have. But the problem is, we play down to our position, and Exhibit A is what's happening right now. 91-87. I can't really say much more than that. The KD, number 2. Beautiful. He's got 40 points. That is his first 40-point game of the season. And he's 59th of his career. So, Trey Lyles, turnover forced. KD again. And we can cut the lead to 1. Never mind. KD wants the 3! Woo! 43! Oh my goodness. Kevin Durant is not human. It's tied up. That's what a few defensive possessions can do. Turnovers, shot clock violation. Trey Lyles, tough shot. Doesn't register with the rim. Claxton, great defense. Cam on the break. 2-pointer. Yes! Woo! Come on. Patty Mills fouls Lee before he drove to the rim. Otherwise, it would have been a continuation. 7-0 run to start the quarter, and that has been headlined by turnovers and good damn defense. It sometimes comes down to playing simple NBA basketball. And, you know, we're doing it here. And the fact that KD has started the last quarter on the court means he's playing all 12. What the fuck? What? How have you... Okay, the ref has just, like, felt sorry for Frank Jackson there. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure he had his foot on the line. You are joking. Bro, I can't believe this. These guys are grown men, and you're calling a foul on that? I don't know if you guys saw on Sports Center what happened in the NBL over here. Our league. It's going the other way. After a loose ball foul was committed by I don't know who. But it's our ball. I don't know. Yeah, if you guys didn't see, in the NBL, Matthew Dellavedova got absolutely dunked on, and there was a pretty decent scuffle. Simple shit like that. Like, our league, I mean, there was a game the other night which I think like it was like 59-51 with 2 minutes left in the last. But that is how much emphasis there is on defense. And, you know, and just toughness, you know. They aren't getting bailed out by cheap-ass foul calls. So, yeah. You know, just simple shit like that. I mean, these guys are grown men. It's even with the fucking football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. They're soft as hell in that league too. KD's gone to the line though, by the way, after he got fouled on a mid-range jump shot, and he converted the first free throw. The Pistons still are yet to score in the quarter. KD is 44. Truly showing that he is, well, one of the best, if not the best player in the league right now. Doing this without James Harden, it is against the Pistons, but I don't give a shit. I really don't. I really don't. James Harden could have easily had a 40-point game against Houston, but he sucks. So, there you go. Bruce Brown once again interfering with the pass. He did not get to Trey Lyles under the rim, and it will be another side out for Detroit. So, still, they're not getting any looks. And, it is this defensive lineup that is getting the job done for the Nets at the moment. Oh, good job, Patty! On the break, KD, Cam! Hey! With the reverse! Woo! 12-0 run to start the last quarter, and you love to see it. Patty Mills. First of all, I think was it Magruder that turned it over? I think it was Magruder. He tried to body Patty Mills under the rim, exploit that little lack of size that Patty Mills has got going, but he was able to basically tip the ball out of his hands, and that was pretty much curtains. So, we're looking much better than we were, you know, literally 5 minutes ago, which is always a good sign. But we're going to look at the box score again, because we love to see the cheeky box score. It is not a 12-0 run, it is an 11-0 run, as you can see. But we're going to go to the box score, and you can see the Pistons, you know, is what it is. But their shooting splits have dropped off a little. They've turned the ball over a couple times. You look at us. Offensive rebounding has been pretty even today, but you look at this. No turnovers. Number one. Kevin Durant is just a class above absolutely everyone else. You can see he has gone to the line 13 times. He has shot the ball 23 times. He has 45 in total. He has 2 blocks. He has 1 steal, 7 assists. I mean, he's done it all today, and it's only in 33 minutes. You know? Off the bench, Cam Thomas is a plus 21 in 20 minutes. Claxton is a plus 13 in 14 minutes. Don't ask me why these two aren't getting more game time. I think some people expected Cam Thomas to get the start when James Harden was out. Which I reckon he was deserving of, but look, if he's still offering this off the bench, then I'm happy to see it. And we probably needed that balance. Because otherwise it would make it a little bit awkward if our whole offensive unit is on the court at the start of the game. It's really awkward with the staggering of, rotating and stuff like that, if that makes any sense. But we're shooting the ball a bit better now. We've hit 10 threes, which I mean, it's pretty weird to say, but I don't know the last time we hit 10 threes, and two of those players, there's only been 3 players that have combined for those 10 threes, and that has been Paddy, LMA, and KD, who have been the 3 primary sources of offense. I mean, I'd be pretty bold to say that Aldridge and Mills have been a big part of our offense with only 15 and 14 points, when the next best is 45 points. 30 points clear of the next best. But anyway, we've got 9:26 left, and we have been on an 11-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Saban Lee, switch on Claxton. You already know you're not getting past that man. Look how long he is. Screen set. Oh, that is wonderful defense by Bruce. Once again, I mean, I think it was Frank Jackson tried to drive, but as he went up, he bounced it off his knee as he tried to flail his arms for a foul. We have an opportunity to extend the lead to 8. Let's have a look at what the possession is. KD fights through. It's going to be a foul on Magruder, I believe, and they'll take the ball from the side. Obviously, a lot of time to go in this game, and you already know that we've had some offensive droughts and turnover bullshit. KD, 3. No, not that time. He's feeling it, though. Cunningham. KD nearly stole the ball. Oh, what? Bro, how are you finding fouls in this? They both got their arms up. KD has 5 fouls. They are trying to get this guy fouled out. They are trying to get this guy fouled out. What an absolute hijack. Isaiah Stewart, not a great free throw shooter. He misses the first. So KD's going to have to be really damn careful, because he has been our offense. And if he has to go to the bench, I don't know who you put at the 4. Because you don't have Millsap. You have to put Johnson there. And then you have to rely on the likes of Mills and Aldridge to get us through this one. But then if you want to bring Aldridge in, you've got to take Claxton off. So you're fairly compromised with what you can do here. KD. Oh, fuck. Claxton's going to have to help him out here. Cunningham's lost the ball going up. And they've still only got 1 point in the first 4 minutes of the quarter. This is what happened last quarter. It's pretty much a role reversal. Pretty much a role reversal. If we're being honest. Patty Mills. Screen set. Pass to KD. Oh, that's a tough shot. He misses. I mean, KD's also got to be careful that he doesn't make an offensive foul. Cunningham for 3. No. There's so many ways he could get the foul. Oh, Patty Mills got behind everyone. Easy 2. He will sprint up the court. There's so many ways KD could pick up this final foul. He could pick it up via an over the back, via loose ball foul, via pretty much any form. You know, it's a problem. Jackson. Claxton with the block. That's what we were saying. He needs to help out KD, and Cam fights his way to the rim. Woo! Come on, lads. It's a 9-point lead. And this is the lineup that has been getting the job done. If you're enjoying the stream, drop a like on it. Support's appreciated, lads. But yeah, I mean, as I said before, a couple of minutes ago, if you're new, I've just said the key to winning, it really comes down to the simple things. Play your defense. As a result, force turnovers. Get out in transition. Hit tough shots. That's the blueprint. That is the damn blueprint. And we've done all of those things in this last quarter. And it really helps. It really helps when you're not turning the ball over yourself either. Because we actually weren't shooting the ball poorly in the third quarter, but the problem was we gave up 12 extra shots. And that is the reason the Pistons are in this game. And currently, you're seeing what happens when a contending team takes control and dominates, asserts their dominance, asserts their authority. You can see, look at this, 45. I mean, Cam Thomas has been great off the bench, and Claxton always is putting in the good minutes. I mean, at least in the last couple of games he has, but Patty Mills has hit a nice little two-pointer. Aldridge has been to the line. He hasn't really done much offensively, but KD, man. KD. 45 points on more than 50% at shooting. 9 assists, 2 blocks, 6 rebounds. He's distributing the ball, and that's what he's needed to do as more attention has been dragged towards him, but he's still knocking down shots, which is the insane thing. In the last couple of minutes, he's gone a little bit cold. He's missed a few shots, but in saying that, you cannot complain with what he's doing. He's doing a great job. KD, we're just seeing a little bit of a highlights package put together by the Yes Network here. It's been a combination of three-pointers, middies, you know, getting to the line, all of the above. So there you go. KD, I mean, is amazing. And it is amazing to see him on the team I support. Believe me, it feels so much better having him on my team and not anyone else's. His season high of 45 points, 9 assists. You know, you've seen it all. Let's get back to the NBA overlay. They've scored 1 point. They've scored 1 point in the first 4 minutes of action. Stewart to Lee, who was a part of that big run. Claxton. It's going to be another turnover. Another offensive foul to the Pistons. And we win the ball back. I mean, Claxton would have been pinged for a kickball, but looks like the foul was called a bit earlier on. The Pistons have had 3 less shots. And of those 5 shots they've taken, missed all of them. Patty. Real mature performance in the last 5 minutes. KD. He's fouled by Magruder. And we're in the bonus with 7 minutes left. So that is another thing not going their way. They can extend the lead to double digits. But here's the thing. I reckon, I mean, if KD gets fouled out, we need to ensure we have a big enough buffer to ensure that we are winning this game. I reckon if he gets fouled out at the 5-minute mark, we need at least a 15-point buffer. KD's got 1 there, so he extends the lead to 10. Because I really don't think the Pistons will have the offense to get 15 points in 5 minutes. But in saying that, I could be very damn mistaken. And even if they score more than that, we should be able to not go scoreless for 5 minutes. I mean, I probably just jinxed it and it will happen, but, you know, is what it is. Cunningham. Screen set. Claxton's playing defense on him. He does not get past him. Do not try. Saban Lee shoots a 3. Long rebound for the Pistons. They'll go again. Jackson to Lee. Drives. Claxton stays with him. Forces the turnover. Bruce on the break. Dunk! Let's go! Woo! This is fucking amazing. A 19-1 run in the last 5 minutes. And they travel. This is... I mean, this is great. Where was this all game, bro? It's not hard to figure out that Claxton plays good defense. Cam is a positive. Play these guys more. I'd really consider sending Aldridge back to the bench for that offensive balance. KD past the Cam. Drives. Oh, that's a tough shot over Stewart. And he misses. Lead the other way. Passes to Magruder in the corner and loses the ball out of bounds. Another turnover. Another turnover. I wasn't sure about Johnson at first, but he definitely is the rough and tumble guy we need. Yeah, I mean, I don't think... Yeah, if he can put in a good 15 minutes a game in the playoffs while KD is the main starting four, then I'm happy for that to happen. Yeah, Johnson, like, he can't make a layup for his life, but he's pretty good in what he does. But look, I'd rather see this lineup. Claxton definitely has made me forget about Jarrett Allen. Oh, I'm not forgetting about Jarrett Allen because of how good he has been. Patty Mills, tough shot as well, and he misses that. It's a 13-point game. Jackson from 3, and that is their first bucket of the third quarter. Of the final quarter, sorry. 7 minutes it took. The lead is 10. But, yeah, Jarrett Allen has been playing at an all-star level this year. And I really wish he was on this team. KD, nope. Bruce tries to get the rebound. It doesn't happen. Cunningham the other way. Jackson gets past. Claxton, good contest. Didn't give away the foul. Cam shoots the 3. Yes! Woo! 3! Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go. This is a 22-4 run. Jackson, one-on-one with Claxton. Switch. Cunningham over Claxton. It's in. 4.5 to play, and Steve Nash will call a timeout. But yeah, as I was saying, Jarrett Allen, I think he's averaging 17 and 10. He has probably been the second best center in the East. And probably one of the... I mean, maybe the top 5 center. One of the top 5 centers in the league. Is it bold to say that? I mean, you've probably got Towns. You've probably got... Well, you got Jokic. Embiid hasn't been the best, but you probably have to put him in there. Adebayo has been better than Jarrett Allen, probably. Or in line with. But the Cavaliers are playing a great game of like, they're playing a quality style of basketball at the moment. Like, it is great to watch. It is great to watch. So, you know, fair play to them. And if Jarrett Allen gets All-Star, I'll support him fully in that little journey he's got. 'Cause it's been a very big jump for him. And I think it's been elevated by the fact the Cavaliers have been playing so well. He's been in 2 very similar scenarios. At Brooklyn, when we were underdogs, and, you know, we ascended and had that 2018-19 season. And now he's gone to the Cavaliers, where people thought that they were going to be like one of the bottom 10 in the league, definitely. Possibly bottom 5, and look at them. They're in the... Well, they're definitely a lock for the playoffs, unless something drastic happens. Like, they were getting memed for having, like, 6 players, like, above 6'9". Like, playing Kevin Love, Markkanen, Mobley, Allen. I don't know who else they've got. But those guys. And it's actually really worked out well for them. I took the Jarrett Allen trade hard as well. I don't know if we won that trade. As much as I think James Harden makes our team better, I can't help but imagine what this team would have been like with Jarrett Allen and Nick Claxton. I mean, I think the thing is, we got what we needed in a point guard like James Harden. Hold on. Bruce Brown's got the ball, and the shot clock expired, so a good defensive possession by the Pistons, as they have the opportunity to reduce the lead. But how on earth is that what you draw up, Steve Nash? We had a full timeout, and you somehow end up with the shot clock running out on your offensive set. Regardless, as I was saying, what was I saying? It's going to be a kickball, by the way, off Claxton's foot. But yeah, I think the fact that we have Nick Claxton sort of would have hindered his ability to develop into a starting caliber center. Jared Allen obviously would have been way better, but I feel if we could have lost Jared Allen and gotten a player like James Harden in a position that we probably needed someone like him to be in, or we needed someone like that in that position, then I would take it every day of the week. Sadiq Bey misses the three after we forced, a very interrupted possession, pretty much fighting on the turf for the loose ball. And now KD one-on-one with Cunningham. Fades. And he got pushed out of it. And Claxton will go to the line. That is a bit of a stinger if you're the Pistons. A couple good defensive possessions in the last minute or so, but they've been let down by Stewart, who's had a little bit of a brain fade. But yeah, KD's missed his last few shots, which isn't, it's not the greatest, but Claxton's done well here to give us an opportunity, and he converts the first free throw. 7 points in this last quarter for the Pistons. So once again, we called for a quality defensive effort to close this game out. And it's really a shame that we wait until the last quarter to really show off how good we can be. And this is without James Harden and your boy Kyrie Irving. I don't think the defense would be this good with those two in the team. Obviously, we had Harden last game, though. Harden really addresses, like, the post threat. That's a tough shot, and that's an air ball by, I don't know who that was. But we'll get the ball back. It was Killian Hayes. He's not a three-point shooter. Why is he shooting that? But yeah, Bruce Brown, like, he plays a big role, but he also could probably get killed. Patty Mills with a wonderful floater, by the way. That was smooth. But, Harden feels that, like, if you switch onto a big, he can actually confidently hold his own in the post, which I think is really important. Whereas Bruce Brown probably can't do that. KD one-on-one with Sadiq Bey. It is a 14-point lead. The sting has really been taken right out of this game. KD's missed another shot. So he's, I think, just absolutely drained. The fatigue's getting to him. He needs the Gatorade. If you play 2K, you obviously know what I'm talking about there. He needs that Gatorade. But yeah, this has been a strong performance. KD will hold it here. And he'll just look to run the clock out. It is a 12-point lead. KD. Beautiful. And it's going to be a timeout. And you'd think that the Pistons are going to pull the plug. And it looks like we will as well. You can see the box score here. It's 28-9 in the last quarter. Wonderful defensive effort. 114-100. And it's been this lineup. For the last 12 or so minutes, they have put in the work and fought back from what was a pretty worrying lead. You'd be pretty concerned. You'd be pretty concerned. So, once again, the anxiety has gone up, but just as the anxiety's gone up, the anxiety has gone down. KD does that to your team. And he does that for your fans. Look at the box score. KD is probably taking a seat, but he's shooting the ball at 50% on 30 shots and has been to the line 15 times. He's had 49 and 9 assists. I'm really triggered that he has not gotten 50 and he hasn't had the 10 dimes either. Is he taking a seat, or are they playing him for the rest of the game? It looks like he's going back out on the court. And the interesting thing is no one has scored more than 50. Steph Curry with that scoring amount against the Hawks this season. So Cam has been great off the bench. Plus 29. Claxton plus 21 in 22 minutes. You love to see it. And Patty Mills has been decent enough. He hasn't had to do too much when you've, you know, you got two offensive gifts. I mean, one of which is more proven than the other. KD and Cam Thomas doing the work. Stewart misses the layup over Cam Thomas. Very good job by him to hold his own, and he's been an underrated part of the Nets defense this season. Let's just go back to the NBA overlay. And KD, 51. Lovely. How are you going to slander KD now? People that were slandering KD, how are you going to slander him now? How are you going to slander the bloke? He hasn't had 50 in a game with the Nets. It has been... He had a 49-point game against the Bucks in the... I believe it was Game 7. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, drop a like on it. And subscribe as well. We won't be doing a stream all week, which I'm actually pretty triggered about. But we are doing the game on Saturday if you're in the US, Sunday if you are in Australia. It is going to be the Magic. We've got the Raptors and the Sixers in the time before that, so we may do a little takeaways video. Like we'll discuss the game, because I'll probably end up watching the replay at some point. So make sure to tune in for that if you want to stay notified for that, because we've got to fill in the time somehow with a bit of NBA content. Frank Jackson was fouled on the 3, which is a pretty brain-dead move given there's 50 seconds left in the game and we're up 16. I don't know why you would do that, but KD has been sent to the bench. And, mate, he can rest as much as he goddamn wants. 51 points and 9 assists, bro. It is the KD show. It is KD's world, and we are just living in it. Alright? It's just amazing how he gets stuff done. Amazing. Stewart makes the first free throw. How is it Stewart with the free throws? Wasn't it Frank Jackson that got fouled? I've got no idea. Anyway. Also share your thoughts about the game in the chat if you want. We'll discuss them a little bit, because I would usually start this stream at the start of the game, but I overslept. I was too busy watching the F1, and then I watched the Premier League in the morning, so I was going off about 4 hours of sleep if I woke up when I was planning to. So not great. Would have been fairly sleep deprived, but is what it is. We are fairly energetic now. Thanks everyone for tuning in, by the way. So yeah, pretty good shit. But I mean, the fact we were able to score 116 without James Harden is just pretty... I mean, it's a pretty positive sign when you really think about it. You know, obviously, a KD 50 bomb really helps, but in saying that, we had some nice contributions in the first half. It was Patty Mills and... it was Patty Mills and LaMarcus Aldridge in the second half. Cam Thomas really didn't shy away from the big moment. And really performed. Really performed very, very well. Anyway, Cam Thomas will bring it up. This will wrap it up. A 116-104 victory with 10 seconds to play in the game. Dribble it out. Unfortunately, pick up a turnover, which isn't good for his box score stats, but I don't think he cares. We will move to 19-8 on the season. And, well, lads, moral of the story is KD is not human. And once again... I mean, how do I explain this? A performance that you could really compare to the wonderful win that we had against the Mavs the other week. It was really replicated here. a 30-13 win in that last quarter, which ultimately gave us the edge in that last quarter. So yeah, a nice cheeky 51 points for KD, which puts him equal with Vince Carter and Karis LeVert for the franchise record. Well, I think they are equal fifth for the most points in franchise history. Obviously, Deron Williams with 57, and then it's Kyrie Irving with 54. But absolutely colossal performance by KD. We're going to look at the box score. I mean, the box score speaks for itself. You look at it, 51 for Kevin Durant in 41 minutes. 16 of 31 from the field. That's more than 50%. 50% from 3. 15 free throws, which he made all bar 1. He also had 9 dimes, so when he was getting doubled and tripled, he was getting rid of the ball, and his teammates were respecting that by making the shots. He also had defensive efforts, 2 blocks, 1 steal, and I think it shouldn't be underestimated how important he is to how the Nets play defense. Durant and Claxton put in the work. As you can see, in the second half, it was Bruce Brown with a couple timely buckets, but Cam Thomas, bro, 6 of 11 from the floor. A couple big mid-range shots, you know. Plus 27 in the plus-minus in 29 minutes. I mean, that's mad. And although we didn't shoot the ball the best today, we were very, you know, we dug in on defense, and you don't need to have the best offensive game when your defense is holding up like it did in the last quarter. So the Pistons got 67 points in the middle 2 quarters, and in the other 2 they got 37. So that's just hard work, really. But yeah, you can really just see through this box score, it really tells a story. Patty Mills was very good as well with some nice little defensive efforts. And even though the shot really wasn't falling for him, and he didn't really take many shots in the second half, he was finding ways to get involved. Even though he's pretty small, he was holding his own on defense, much like the other 4 on the court at that time that closed this game out. So yeah, I reckon you need to look at giving Claxton starter minutes. And then you've got to look at Aldridge coming off the bench for an offensive spark, especially when, I mean, you look at the balance right now. How nice would it be to see Cam Thomas and Aldridge getting nice buckets off the bench, and then, you know, you look at the starting lineup, and you got KD, Claxton, Patty. You could probably put Cam Thomas in the starting 5. I'm not even joking, but yeah, you just need to find the right balance. And Steve Nash loves to mix and match, which I really don't agree with, especially considering we've played 27 games and he still doesn't know what to do. But in saying that, like, you know, I'm not complaining when you've got your boy scoring 50 points. 50. So, yeah, nothing more. He's the MVP at the moment. And it's amazing how some people are saying Curry, which I obviously get if you're going to say Steph Curry should be MVP. But in saying that, he's had some inconsistent games. KD's probably had one inconsistent game where I think he shot like 6 of 19 from the floor against the Bulls and scored 19. He hasn't scored lower than 19 all year. So it speaks for itself. But we look at the Pistons and you can see, well, Frank Jackson and Saban Lee, they had 22 and 17 at three-quarter time, and now they have 25 and 17. So they were starved of opportunities in the last. And same with Cade Cunningham. I mean, they just couldn't get a shot off. And you look at their turnover count, I think they had 8 in the last quarter, and we only had 1. And that was the shot clock violation when... or was it the shot clock violation? Maybe not. But look at that. I mean, how much of a difference does it make when you're holding onto the basketball, making high IQ plays, making defensive plays? It really contributes to your team. And that's why you're going to outscore opponents by 17. The Pistons, you know, their shooting splits drop considerably. And it didn't really help when they couldn't really shoot free throws for their life. But yeah, I think... Yeah, happy I found you. Saba, be safe. Stay healthy. Thank you very much. You too, man. And we'll see you back on the stream whenever you decide to rock up. But yeah, I honestly think we may wrap this one up as well. Follow Nasty Sasquatch's lead here. We won't be doing the games against Toronto or Philly live. We may be doing something the following morning. So make sure to tune in for that if you want. We'll be doing takeaways. We'll just be discussing the game like we are doing right now. And then we will be back for the game against the Magic as well. Oh, I also have a little video idea. So if you want to, stay tuned for that. Please subscribe to the channel. I actually really appreciate it if you do. But obviously you're not obligated to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And yeah, drop a like on the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed this one as per usual. But yeah, we've got a lot of live streams piled up for the upcoming Christmas schedule. I will just let you guys know about that really quickly before we leave. Because I just want to give you guys a little heads up, because I can't use the community tab. If I could use the community tab, I would let you guys know of what streams I could do. And you'd be able to refer to it for yourself. As of the moment, December. We can do the Magic. Hang on. So we're just going to go up to the new year really quickly. Let you guys know of what we can do. We can't do the Raptors. We cannot do the Sixers. We can do the Magic. We can do the Nuggets. We can't do the Wizards. We can do the Blazers. And we can do Christmas Day. So if you're wanting to watch a little cheeky Christmas Day live stream, you can. And then the Clippers. No, I can't do the Clippers. But then I can do Nets Sixers. I believe that's the 30th if you're in the US. And then New Year's Day as well for you lot. We can do that as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all the stuff got going. So put that in your bloody diaries, your virtual online diaries. You definitely don't have one of those. But that is probably going to be it. Thanks for tuning in as always. Drop a like on it if you did enjoy. Subscribe. Simple as that, really. Yeah, thanks for watching. And I will see you all in the next video/stream. Have a great day. Peace out, lads. Yeah, bye.